Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 20th going to the 26th of February. What's going on? Brain fog or what? I'm going to go ahead and do your reading. All right, for you Libra. All right. All right, very pink energy coming through, by the way, which is like, could have some significance with this color. It's a very sweet energy, so this could have some significance for the week, okay? For Libra, I see some of you could be like going into a new job, like you're learning something. Some of you could be getting taught something, like training for something, or you're learning as you're going through some sort of commitment. Some of you guys could be like having, I'm seeing like a regime, like a schedule, a routine. Some of you could be using a voice, but that's not all of you. Like for some reason, I just felt like that. Okay, so let's talk about what I can see, then I'll show you, then we'll carry on pulling the messages out. So I kind of feel like you're in an energy of rest, rejuvenation, but it doesn't mean that you're not taking action. You may have had to take a break from something, or you took some time out to really focus on healing. You may need to sleep a little bit more. Make sure you are. Maybe this is a new thing you're trying to add into your schedule here. I think you're making healthier decisions, which is very, very good. I think you're healing both mentally, emotionally, physically, all right, health-wise, financially, maybe even as well. But it does require some work. So maybe you took some time out and now you're dedicating yourself to it. Or again, you're making commitments based off of some kind of healing, which is really, really good, because the first card you did have out is the Four of Swords. Some of you might be taking a break from a specific person or a specific situation, which I think is actually quite good. Some of you could be going on like retreats or anything like that, okay? But come back in. Here, Libra, we have the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles, which is about committing to something here and learning as you go along the way. So some of you, of course, this could be a relationship. The Hierophant is like marriage, or it's about, coming together, having a relationship with someone, making it official. The Page of Pentacles is saying, though, you're really having to really look at what you are investing into this, what you bring to the table. You're learning about relationships, if that is the case. But for the majority of you, this is kind of bringing up work. It's Taurus energy is work, and it's also money, okay? Your possessions, your properties, and anything to do with that is something that you might be focusing a little bit more on. So the Hierophant is really listening to something and being taught some things, obeying. It's a card of obedience. It's a card of kind of structure and a hierarchy in some ways, like having someone who is experienced teaching you. So I feel like some of you, maybe hierarchy was a little bit like exaggerating, but Page of Pentacles is an apprentice card. So you are learning, you are committing yourself to learning something. And I think this has something to do with your healing, which is nice. It's going to make you feel a lot better. Don't ask me why I'm doing this. The last few readings have been getting comfortable and cozy. You could argue it helps me to read, but hey. So this is really, really good. And I think this is leading towards results, which is amazing, because it may be very hard to start in the beginning, but you're doing it because eventually it'll be easier for you. And I do see that that is the case. Maybe not within this week, but definitely getting there. We have Poised, which is get ready, be open. All right, some good things are coming. This is manifestations, okay? So it's saying when you're in an energy of excitement, like something is coming in, this is really going to help you manifest things a lot quicker. We have higher power. So a lot of you are really kind of tapping into your intuition here in your third eye and actually seeing things unfold that may not actually be around you just yet, but you can see and sense that something really, really amazing is coming from the work that you are doing, or maybe from a relationship that you might be pursuing. For some of you, could be like someone you might be like taking a vacation or a break away from someone who is in a relationship with, so you can really be in this energy. Doesn't mean to have to be a break, but maybe taking some time out away from them, okay? So this higher power and the Poised card coming in. You then have the Yin energy, so it's kind of like a timeline coming through for you, because you're now starting to really love and enjoy, and the more that you love to do something, the more that good things start to happen. So what seems to be the case is you become very motivated to get things sorted, to learn new things. You are falling in love with this new energy, with the routines and what it's bringing you. And then this is bringing in even more things. So I feel like you're creating a really good routine. You may find yourself being very busy at this time with the Two of Pentacles here. Manifesting underneath that. You are busy manifesting. Maybe that's why the Four of Swords here. It's like, do not disturb. You're busy this week. All right, anything else for Libra? The Tower card and Judgment. The Star. Very big energy coming through. Let's push these up. Let's focus on what just happened here. Let's focus on what happens. It's like a stunned energy. But regardless of what this Tower card is, it leads to judgment. So it's like an ending of something, beginning of like it's truth, clarity. You see something clearly. This could literally just be an epiphany. But it could be to do with love. You have the Ace of Cups here. It's teaching you about love, self-love, most importantly with the Star card, healing, vulnerability, treating yourself kindly. What's this Tower card? The Artist, the Empress. Oh, it's like sudden changes. Something has knocked you off your feet and into a new reality. That's what it feels like. Like the Tower card is a falling apart specifically. So when foundations are built on unsteady foundations, when things are built on unsteady foundations, it tends to crumble, it tends to fall, it tends to not be so long lasting. So something seems to be happening here that is leading you towards this new reality. The Empress is your energy, Libra, but regardless, this is how you're showing up. It's like an abundant energy. It's a very self-assured, loving energy. It's seeing things out of compassion. And this is what the Artist is about, which is about creating this self. So the Tower card could be like an ego death for some of you, because it has got a mask here. Some of you are healing from some old ways, looking at things from a sense of ego and hurt and pain, because you realize that is a mask. Anger is just sadness in disguise. You're taking that off. You may have had a bit of a shock of reality or some sort of like epiphany, but it's leading towards the Artist to recreate yourself with the Empress, which leads toward abundance, which leads towards love. The Empress is also the yin energy, by the way. It's that attraction. No need to chase. And maybe you were chasing something and it kind of fell through, but that falling through unmasked something. It taught you the truth about something, which is then where you can recreate yourself. Then you have Judgment, which is truth and clarity set you free and on to the next chapter. And the next chapter is all about your healing. Star could also be, you guys could be shining bright. You guys could find yourself in opportunities that put you in the spotlight. So a lot of you, you're learning a very valid lesson here. Yeah, Nine of Cups, you're gaining a lot of success. This is wish fulfillment coming through here, but this is to do with you personally. So you're doing what you want to do, and this is giving you some success. Some of you will be hearing from someone here. There's definitely a love interest coming through for you guys. King of Cups. Be aware though. All right. Ace of Swords is truth and clarity, okay? But it could be from somebody who has not got the best of intentions. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Two of Cups, this person might speak a lot about your connection to them, but I don't like the Seven of Swords that was there. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Nine of Pentacles. And the Eight of Cups. This person might really like their freedom. That's the issue. Yeah, very in and out energy. The Chariot and Knight of Wands are very fast moving, very spontaneous. This person may maybe deceiving themselves, or maybe this is your energy. I don't know. Take it as you wish. But it was behind that King of Cups. It's like emotionally there is a connection here, but we do have this Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, which is kind of like, but will I prefer being alone? Like, do I prefer being single? You might hear from this person, all right, this feels like someone that you might know of already who's kind of resurfacing. So you already know this person's very kind of not very committal and stuff. So when I speak to you about relationship, just trust your intuition with that. But for the majority of you, maybe it's you who wants to be single right now, or at least not in a connection with someone who's not very trustworthy. Because that's probably what the Seven of Swords could mean as well. It's like someone who you know is a little bit like, come on, really? You want to commit to me? Like, let's be real. Yeah, just be aware of that. Anything else for Libra, please? We have the Ace of Wands. So again, new opportunities coming your way. This could be movement, by the way. You guys, again, could travel to some location here. There's a lot of good coming in. What's this energy just coming through? Five of Pentacles is Seven of Cups. All right, just be aware of like imposter syndrome, or again, kind of reverting back to a lack mentality. I think this is something you've moved away from, is these kinds of illusions. Again, that mask energy that's trying to tell you that, maybe trick you with your decision making and make you run away from certain things. Or Five of Pentacles, Seven of Cups is like an illusion. And the illusion seems to be that Five of Pentacles of being at a lack and being in a lack mentality and being stuck, in this victim mindset. I'm going to do it like this because it's not, I feel bad when I say that, because, you could go through difficult things and be a victim of something here, or like, whether it's like financial debt, like you're a victim to that, but you are not as a person a victim. I think sometimes there's a fine line between that people kind of get a bit confused, or at least the mentality carries on and bleeds into other areas of their life, which ends up putting you in a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you felt down about yourself, that everyone's going to abandon you, or that there's these wounds that like no one cares about you, or whatever the Five of Pentacles is, or I'm always struggling financially, I'm always going to struggle financially, like whatever this is, Five of Pentacles, there is a wound that needs addressing. But don't let that wound trick you into making decisions that are not best for your interest. Again, it might be coming from an ego place, whatever the mask is here. Or don't let other people and their opinions cloud your judgment if they're coming from a hurt place, okay? With the Five of Pentacles, because the Empress is very different to that. Like the Empress goes through challenges, goes through a lot of crap, but she doesn't kind of fall victim to her circumstances. She understands that there is always a solution, even if it's a little bit difficult, and she actively goes towards it because she doesn't want to sit there in that negative energy where things are, it's an illusion. It's an illusion to say that the rest of your life is going to be shit. Well, if you say it like that, then it might just be because you're not understanding that there is another way. You're giving in to a path that's very miserable. Don't do that to yourself. You owe yourself a lot more. And this is where that self-love comes in from the Empress, of going, all right, I know that something amazing will come through. So if I get rejected for this, it just wasn't for me. Like, she has a much more better connection to herself. She knows what she's worth. She knows what she's she's able to achieve. She goes for it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. She rises above it. She never comes off her throne for this. So you're recreating a part of yourself, very similar to Virgo's energy, by the way. So you may have Virgo in your chart, or I don't know, be dealing with one. But the Artist and the Empress is about recreating yourself and how you one thing I said in their reading, which might be relevant in your reading, is like to look at the future version of yourself. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? What does that look like? What does that feel like? How would that person deal with your current challenges now? And can you embody it now? Of course, we make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're not ever going to be completely perfect. We definitely can learn from this and step into that energy of being that person you've always wanted to be, instead of always feeling like, never going to get that. Well, you can be that now. You may not consistently be like that now. This is part of that learning thing. Maybe that's what you're committing to. Does the person that you want to be eat healthily? Pay attention to the nutrition that's going into the body. Can I do that now? Can I look into that stuff now? That could be what the Hierophant and Page of Pentacles was about. You're learning new things. You're starting to fall in love with your life because of the things that you're learning, the things that you're committing to. This is not going to be any good without commitment to your goals and plans. So if you're uncommitted, then that could be where that non-committal energy is coming through, of there's no growth there. It's just falling short and then feeling like the world is against me now. No. Self-love is picking yourself back up and knowing that you deserve better anyways. And that can be very difficult. It's not easy, but the yin energy is saying when you do what you love, this is where things start to unfold for you. You have diamond coming through. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. You have chain of events that will affect your life. So something, I think Pisces had this. So the chain is really like something's going to happen to somebody and it's directly going to benefit you with the chain, okay? Or it's going to directly impact you, okay? So something's going to happen here. You have to pay attention to your health. So again, we have the rainbow here. So I think maybe you've been through some difficult health issues, or there's just been a little bit of an issue here with your health. But the rainbow is saying the most difficult part of the situation is over. Just make sure you're looking after it now, okay? So you may have had a bit of like a health issue because you wasn't paying attention to some things, or just, you know, wasn't looking after your health. So now you're learning about it, okay? Yeah, broken bridge, or an unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Let's see what that could be about. Period of frustration. I think this is just, yeah. So we have bad energy saying, take care, enemies are working against you. With a broken bridge, you might be falling out with some people here, and that could lead to a period of frustration and lessons to be learned in the kind of people you have around you. But you do have air underneath this, which is good news. So there's some good things coming in. Let's get you an animal spirit deck as well for Libra. Look at this. Take a leap of faith, do something new, do something different. You can see it's crowned here. So again, putting yourself to a high standard and believing in your endeavors here, and going for it. Yeah, but to do that, moth spirit, surrender. Surrender to the issues you've been through. Understand that we can't change the past. We can't change certain things. Can't force anything to happen. If we do, then it ends up being a little bit not how we expected. The surrender is going, okay, this is where I'm at. Where can I go moving forward? And if that doesn't work, okay, what's the next thing? There's always a way. And there's always, when you believe in the universe and its way of falling things into place, putting things into place for you, you'll start to see that, okay, when this doesn't work, all of a sudden you meet someone who's like, oh, hey, I have this like kind of job opening for you. So you just lost a job. Now someone's telling you about a really good, amazing opportunity. And then they accept you, and then your problems are solved. Like, it's not always that easy, but when you put yourself out there, when you make sure you believe, everything is completely possible. Okay, so this poised energy is saying be open. Don't be closed. Make sure we're not just sitting doing nothing. Not that you're doing that. I see you learning a lot, but make sure you put yourself out there. All right, if you want to be on TV, instead of being like, oh, no one ever reaches out to me, reach out to people. You never know. Do something that makes you TV worthy. Like, I don't know. Like, there's always something you can do, but sitting and falling victim to it is not going to change anything. Crying about it is not going to change anything. Crying can heal, and that's great. Heal your wounds, absolutely. If crying helps you with that, but don't stay stuck in that for too long, okay? Because it becomes a bit like, the Five of Pentacles is always like, I see it always like a hole. It's just a big hole. And anything, let's say like a hole in an umbrella. If there is a hole in an umbrella and you're crying about it always leaking through and not covering it up, then it's always going to leak through. Do you know what I mean? It's like, stick a little thing on it, buy a new umbrella, and you won't be wet. Like, there are solutions, and it may be even trickier than that. Maybe it's a big hole, or maybe you need to find the finances to get a new umbrella. But then you might, whilst you're going across and umbrella hunting, someone could just give you theirs because they see you don't have one. You see? Trust in the universe. Trust that things are always happening in your favor, even when it hasn't in the past. You didn't believe that it did, or you didn't trust in people, or didn't put yourself out there, or whatever. Maybe just people are very rude. I promise things will start falling into place for you. Okay? But anyways, you got to create that destiny for yourself. That artist and the Empress energy is a really good energy for creating your destiny. Of course, challenges will come up, but again, you create the person, as I said before, the person that you want to be, who lives in that environment, who's already going through all that. How does that person deal with the situation? And can you do that now? Okay? All right. I love you, Libra. I wish you all the best. I send you all my love, and I hope to see you guys next time.